Before introducing both representatives of our community, our mayor, and representatives of the university, our associate, our vice principal of research, I'd like to just wrap the day up briefly. Today, I think we have been introduced to and reminded of several challenges of the province and as we heard today, well beyond the province, of rural communities in general, and specifically of Eastern Ontario communities. We have looked at not just challenges, but the impact of research, the power of innovation, the potential that exists for businesses and communities, the ideas, the creativity that we have and we bring to address the business and economic challenges we face. Primarily, the day has been about the impact of academic and community partnerships and the wonderful, wonderful results that can occur when we bring together representatives of the community, leaders, visionaries, those who have resources to make a difference with both faculty and students. I'd like to, before turning over the mic to our leaders, I'd like to just thank the many participants and the many who have contributed to today's success. I'd like to start by acknowledging again Dr. Robert McKinnon, our guest speaker who traveled from St. John to be with us and who gave such outstanding contributions and presentations. Thank you, Dr. McKinnon. I'd like to thank too, and there is no need for applause because there are a lot of people here, so perhaps I won't even mention them by name, but our many distinguished guests throughout the day who provided comments and support, including our principal and our associate dean, including several CFDC executive directors and representatives of OMAFRA, of the funding that we have available to us in Eastern Ontario, and so forth. I'd like to recognize the contributions of everyone who participated in panels, who provided content throughout the day, and these are both community representatives and students, as well as you saw, a number of faculty. I'd like, of course, to acknowledge all of you who took the time to attend the showcase and to demonstrate that Eastern Ontario's economic development is a vital issue. It's one of concern to all of us here today. I cannot but recognize the Monison team, and we have standing with us Andrew Barrett on the right. Andrew, just raise your hand, please. Andrew, thank you, and Bobian at the back. And of course, my greatest privilege and pleasure is to acknowledge the coordinator of the Knowledge, Impact and Society project, Jeff Dixon. Can we thank Jeff Dixon and the Monison team, please? With a community university partnership, it's very appropriate to give the closing words and the parting greetings to representatives of the community and then a key representative of our academy. I'd like to introduce Mayor Harvey Rosen. Harvey Rosen was elected the 94th mayor of the city of Kingston in November of 2003. As you know, he was re-elected in November of 2006. What you may not know is that Mayor Rosen is a strong supporter of the Academy. He himself holds a Bachelor of Arts degree in philosophy from York and a Bachelor of Law degree from Queen's. He was called to the bar of the Superior Court of Justice in 1977. Mayor Rosen is a very strong supporter of the educational institutions in this area. He works actively, he works very consciously to bridge, if not eliminate, any town-gown divides. It is a privilege to welcome Harvey Rosen. Mayor Rosen, please come forward.
Thank you, Dr. Chan, for that kind introduction. It's indeed a pleasure for me to join you this afternoon and to congratulate the Monessen Center of the Queen's School of Business for convening this meeting and bringing together diverse elements of our community in Eastern Ontario. This sort of endeavor is something that I think demonstrates the importance of having solid academic institutions present in our community. They can provide the leadership and facilitate this sort of gathering where diverse views and perspectives on problems that we face as a community can be examined, debated, analyzed, and hopefully we can come up with solutions that will make our community that much better, that much stronger. We, you know, I'm going to start to sound like Don Corleone soon, I think. As I get older, my voice is getting more gravelly. But I'm delighted with what has transpired here today. And as one of the two communities in Eastern Ontario that don't have CFDCs, that's Ottawa and Kingston, you know, and it's not for lack of trying. When I was first elected in 2003, I thought there was a need for some organized representation of municipalities, cities in particular, and separated towns to have representation to senior levels of government in a united way. And I brought together those cities and separated towns in Eastern Ontario into an organization that was known as MUND, Mayors United, or Municipalities United for a New Deal. That was the buzz at the time under Paul Martin's Liberals. We wanted to make sure that it wasn't just the major cities that were going to get a New Deal, but all communities in the country, and certainly in the province and Eastern Ontario, should benefit. And I think it's when we pull together as a community that we can realize the greatest results. I'd like to hopefully see this sort of thing continue. And again, I want to thank those who were responsible for this event, who organized it and have attended and put forward their thoughtful observations for the day's events. And again, I'm delighted to have been able to join you for a small portion of the day and congratulate all of you and wish you all the best in furthering the prospects of our great communities of southeastern Ontario. Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor Rosen. It's a distinct privilege to introduce Dr. Kerry Rowe. Dr. Rowe is Professor and Vice Principal Research here at Queen's University. He was educated at the University of Sydney, Australia, has spent 22 years as a professor, including 8 years as the chair of the Department of Civil and Environmental Engineering at the University of Western Ontario in London. His research and teaching have been recognized by a number of awards, including most recently the Killam Prize, it's coveted by academics, and the Leggett Medal, again, very highly regarded. Dr. Rowe is a fellow of the Royal Society of Canada